today we're going to be doing a combination of yoga and sculpt. So you're going to need some light weights, and we're going to do a sort of a full body workout and stretch. So today let's just start standing. So stand up tall, lifting your head up to the top towards the sky. Roll your shoulders in, up and around, in, up and around, and then the other way. Nice. And then let's take a moment to stretch our shoulders. So left arm in front, right arm underneath. Lift your chest, pull your tailbone down. Exhale, sweep your arms open. Let's do a gentle forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back, engage your core, lift your chest. Good. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then we'll do the other side. So let's take your right arm across, take your left arm under, lift your chest, pull your shoulder blade down your back. Feel that nice stretch in the front of your arm. Good. Exhale, release. Again, forward fold. Be certain to bend your knees, especially if you have tight hamstrings or low back issues. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the top of the mat. Hands to your heart. And then let's come to the front of our mats. And we'll start with a nice dynamic flow. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. And if this is too much on your wrist, hop down onto your elbows and come into a dolphin. Either way, this is your first dolphin or down dog, so take a moment to stretch out your legs. And then from here, let's come forward to plank. Again, you can be on your hands or on your forearms. Come down to your knees, come forward and down. And then hug those elbows in, roll your shoulders up and back. And then make your way into either down dog or even puppy pose, whatever's right for you. And then from here, come forward, step to the top of the mat, come to flat back, fold, sweep your arms up, hands to your heart. Let's do that again. This time I'm going to go through with downward facing dog. So inhale, sweep your arms up, press your feet towards the sky, towards the ground. Hands down towards your toes. Feel that nice stretching in your hamstrings. Inhale, flat back. Exhale again. Hands to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. You can always stay here. You can always rest in child's pose. And then again, come forward to plank. Maybe hold for a moment. Come down to your knees. Come forward and down. Roll your shoulders up and back. And then again, puppy pose or downward facing dog. Either way, pedal out your legs. Rock your hips from side to side. And then slowly make your way to standing and a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Come to flat back. Fold, hugging your chest in towards your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands to your heart. Sweet. Now we're going to come into chair pose. So really zip up your core. Come to a little bit of an angle. Start with your hands in front. They can be up high or down a little bit lower. But really sink your hips. And then hook your elbows behind you, opening up your shoulders. Lay your belly on your thighs. Feel that nice opening in your delts. And then hands to the floor. Same options apply. Downward facing dog or puppy pose. And then let's all start off in this first round on all fours. So let's take your right leg up behind you, square your hips, bring your knee to your nose, send it back, knee to your nose, send it back, knee to your nose, send it back, step it through, press into your feet, inhale, sweep your arms up, make sure that your knee is directly over your ankle. And then come back down, bring your knees together, come forward and down, roll your shoulders up and back, and then let's come to puppy pose. So feel that nice lengthening in your back, that nice stretching in your glutes. Come on up and let's do the left leg. So engage your core, lift your chest, take your left leg up behind you, bring your knee to your nose, send it back, knee to your nose, send it back, knee to your nose, send it back, and then bring your knee to your nose and step it through on your left side. So feel that nice stretch in the front of your psoas. Pull your tailbone down, sweep your arms up into your intention for strength. And then hands to the floor, come down onto your knees, come forward and down, or you can skip this whole part, roll your shoulders up and back, and then we'll come to puppy pose. And then if you like, you can move into downward facing dog, pedal out your legs, or stay in puppy pose. And then let's slowly make our way to standing. Inhale, flat back, and then this time, drop back down into chair, engage your core, hands up in front of you. Inhale, press all the way up. So we'll do that same series again, but some people will do what we just did. Other people are going to move into doing this with downward facing dog. So whatever is good for you and your body. So sink down low, engage your core, come at an angle. Take the opposite thumb on top, open up your shoulders, lay your belly on your thighs. Feel that nice opening. And then hands to the floor, step back to downward facing dog, or for those of you who want, stay in puppy pose. Come forward to plank, and then drop to your knees, come forward and down, roll your shoulders up and back, and then from here, puppy pose or downward facing dog. And then either staying on your knees, if that's more appropriate for your wrist, and do knee to nose. Or if you're ready for the next level, come on up into downward facing dog. Take your right leg up behind you. Bring your knee to your nose. Send it back. Bring your knee to your nose. Send it back. Knee to your nose. Step it through. Let's make our way into Warrior One. So if you're on the ground, push on up into Warrior One, or land in Warrior One. Before you add your arms, make sure that you're wide enough and stable, that your front foot is parallel with the side of the mat, and your left big toe is pointing to the left corner of the mat. Drop your tailbone, add your arms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then bring your hands to the floor. Come back, downward facing dog, or come onto all fours. Lift your chest, and we'll do the other side. So again, either on all fours, you're going to take your leg behind you, do your knee to your nose, or from downward facing dog. Knee to nose, step it back, knee to nose, step it back, knee to nose, step it through. So either you're on your knees or you're going to press on up to warrior one, pull your tailbone down, lift your heart, and then find your warrior. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Good. And then hands to the floor, either puppy pose or downward facing dog. And then slowly walk yourself to the front of the mat. Come to flat back. Drop your tailbone. Add your arms. Inhale. Press all the way up. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to do that adding on a warrior two. So drop down low. Bring your hands in front of you. And this time, instead of flowing back, we're going to step back. So take your hands out to the side. Find something to focus on. Press in your left foot, engage your right leg. Send it back. Maybe even hands on your hips to start off with. Then add your arms. Pull your tailbone down. And then turn into warrior two. So in warrior two, your front heel is going to line up with the center of your back foot. Spin your palms open. And then drop your right hand. Reach your left arm up. And then inhale, come into warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. And then make your way into triangle. So pull that left foot back. Right arm up and over. Spin your chest open. You can take your hand behind you if that's better on your shoulders. And then come back into warrior two. Let's bring your back foot in. So good balance, part one. Then drop your left fingers on the floor. Put your right hand on your hip. Inhale with a bent left knee. Exhale, raise your right leg. Straighten your left leg as much as possible. And work on taking the weight out of your left fingers. If you've got that, you can send your right arm up. And then spin your hands in front of you. Have your right leg up or just come directly into a forward fold with your feet hip distance apart. Exhale, fold, grab your toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then we'll do that same thing on the other side. So come into chair, zip up your core, find a spot to look at, add your arms for extra balance. Press into your right foot, check in with your left leg. Inhale, exhale, send your left leg back. Hands on your hips to make sure your feet are correct. Add your arms. And then from here, spin your left heel. So again, it's most important that your right knee is directly over your right ankle, not turned in, not turned out. Then open up your shoulders, drop your left arm, reach your right arm up. And then inhale, warrior two, to extended side angle. Spin your chest. Maybe take your left arm behind you. And then from this space, straighten your right leg, pull that right hip up and under. Come into triangle pose. If that's too much, then just stay in this extended side angle. Nice. And then from here, bring that back toe in. Shift your weight forward. Left hand on your hip. Maybe this is your balance. Inhale from a bent knee. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Engage your left foot. Try and take the weight out of your right hand. And then maybe add your left arm. Play around. split or directly into a forward fold. This time, let's take your left hand on your right shin or foot, then your left knee twist. It's a nice stretch in the glutes. And then come back to the other side. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands to your heart. Okay, now we're going to add our weights. So biceps and triceps. So grab your weights, and if that's too much on your shoulders, you can do it without the weights. Come into chair pose, and let's do some bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come into a squat. Let's put the weights in front of you. Come down. Kettlebell swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then put the weights down, toes in, heels out. Let's grab your left shin with your right hand. And then your right shin with your left hand. Do a fold. Hands on your hips. Inhale, come on up. Let's do that whole set one more time. Come back in a chair pose. Get nice and low. Here we go. 1, keep your form. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tricep kickbacks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step it out into a squat. Kettlebell swings. You can do one weight or two. Start down low. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the weights down. This time let's try going from side to side. So bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Do a nice forward fold. Good. Hands on your hips. Inhale, come on up. Let's make our way onto the mat. So try and come down as low as you can. This is really good for your lower back. And then make your way onto your belly, and we're going to do bicycles. So hands behind your head, or keep your head on the ground. Inhale, lift your chest, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. And a happy baby. Bring your feet to the mat. Press on up. We're going to do glute ups. So engage your glutes. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees in your chest. Rock and roll up, grab your weights. Come on down, we're gonna do chest press. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the weights next to you. Grab your left elbow, pull it over to the side. Switch. Grab your right elbow, pull it to the side. And then we'll start with that whole series again. So either with your head down if you have neck issues, or hands behind your head lifting with your chest. Let's do those bicycles. 1, 2, keep your form good. 3, if you need to, you can bend your knees a little bit more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Happy baby. Rock from side to side. And then some glute up. So press into your feet, engage your glutes, press up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Put your feet down, grab your weights, and then let's do our chest presses. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it on down. One more time. Grab your right elbow. Really get that nice stretch in your tricep. And then grab your left elbow. Nice. And then from here, let's take your right ankle on top of your left knee, active foot. Inhale. Let's hug your leg in and get a nice stretch in your hips. Maybe send that left leg up. Release. Twist over to the left. And then come back to center. Hug your knees in your chest. Press your right foot into the mat. Left ankle on top. Keep your foot active. Hug your right leg in, maybe lift your head, maybe not. Same thing as with the bicycles. Feel that nice stretching in your glute. Maybe press with your left elbow, then straighten your right leg. Rebend, hands out to the side, take both your legs to the left. You can look at the same hand as your knee is going or look the other way. And then come back to center. Let's do a happy baby. And then we're going to make our way into a nice bridge pose. So press into your feet, lift your hips on up. If you can, walk your shoulders underneath you. If not, grab the sides of the mat, opening up your heart, feeling gratitude for yourself for coming to the mat today. And then come back down, take a happy baby, rock from side to side. And then one more. Press into your feet. Maybe lift a little higher if you can. You can come onto your toes if you want. You can take your wrists underneath you, but not if your elbows are all the way out here. Don't force that. Exhale, come on down. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Press your left foot into the mat. Send your right leg up. Hold it nice and low. Let's get a nice final stretch here. Inhale, exhale. As you're here a little longer, maybe you can walk your hands farther up your leg. And either kept your left foot bent, or you can straighten your left leg, open your right leg to the side, making a little shelf with your right elbow. Come back through center, take this leg straight across, really tucking that left hip, and then maybe bending that top knee. And then come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. We'll do the same thing one more time, and then we'll be done. So press that right foot into the mat, left leg up behind you. Start with your hand down low. And as you breathe slowly into your hamstring, you'll feel it release. You can walk your hands up your leg a little more. And again, either keep this leg bent or straighten your right leg. But if it's hovering off the ground, you might want to keep it bent. Take your left leg out to the side, making a little shelf with your elbow. And then straighten your right leg, bring that left leg across. Start with it straight, really tuck that right hip under. Bend your right knee. You can look in the same direction as your knee or the opposite. And then come back to center. Let your feet flop out to the side. Breathe into all the work that you did today. Just stay here for 1 minute. Gently hug your knees into your chest. Make your way up to a comfortable